This morning we continue to look back at 9 memorable stories that I've done at 9 News. This morning we go way back to 1984. I was working in the Boulder Bureau, and Boulder had a sister city in Nicaragua. Some city council members and others visited Jalapa to help build a new school in the small town near the Honduran border. We went with them, which was a challenge, because Nicaragua was in the middle of a civil war between the Sandinista government and the rebel Contras who were supported by the U.S. This is part 4 of a 5-part series.
There are many poor people in Nicaragua, but they feel good about what little they do have. It's ironic these people believe for the first time they have freedom, while their enemies say it's communism.
They've given us a clinic, a school, a dining hall for children. They've given us a supply center. If all of this is communism, then communism is welcome in Nicaragua.
First of all, I don't think it's communism, especially not in the sense that we're afraid of in the States. It's not totalitarian. It's more close to socialism or democratic socialism, which is what they've told me, and I believe them. They vote on things, they work together on things, and they make decisions democratically.
Although there seems to be a lot of freedom among the Nicaraguan people these days, one thing that is still not free in an American sense is the media. Most television and newspaper stories have a definite political slant. Not surprisingly, most are slanted pro-Sandinista and anti-American.
Well, it's an oppressive government.
Bob Weiss is an American who's lived in Nicaragua 23 years. He married a Nicaraguan. He says the Sandinista government does more than control the media. He says it controls the people.
If you would get my wife up here to ask some questions, answer some questions about the government, and if she thought it would get back to here, she wouldn't answer them because they'd kick her out of her job.
While the world debates the merits of the government here, the people continue to enjoy life's little pleasures. They love baseball and spend hours listening to games on the radio. And the people love music and often sing about the Civil War. These Coloradans came to Nicaragua to help the people and to learn about life here. They left feeling the United States shouldn't be involved in the Civil War. And they came away with something else, their memories of Nicaraguan friends.
I'm concerned for the safety of the people here, and I'm worried about going home and then hearing on the radio, oh, Jalapa was attacked again. You know, that's what really hits me.
But the bullets and bombs may come again, adding to the already pocked and scarred landscape. Many on both sides of the Civil War have died fighting for their beliefs, and many more will before it's over.
Photojournalist Greg O'Malia shot that series. Victor Avalos was our producer and translator. It was my only time in my career that I've done stories in a war zone, a little unnerving as the fight got closer to Jalapa while we were there.
I could see that being scary. It's so interesting to me looking back on your stories how much has changed, because 1, we don't often do stories like this anymore,
right.
And 2, we don't have access to do stories like that even if we wanted to. You know, like so many of your stories you had incredible access, and that doesn't happen now.
Yeah, that doesn't happen much anymore. It was difficult getting access, though, getting the right credentials into the war zone since we were a local station and not a network. But we ended up in Jalapa. We were there 4 or 5 days. We slept on the floor of the city hall. We woke up every morning to machine gun fire and roosters, a lot of roosters.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you were saying it was a long week, I'm sure.
It was a long week, yeah. Did you like my white pants?
I did. I said, where was that when we were doing our Halloween bit on you like a couple weeks ago?
I'm sure what the deal was.
The white high pants.
Sure what the deal was with white pants back then.
The stash. It was so good.
I'm sure. I'm sure it was very
Bring
fashionable.
back the stash.
Very fashionable at the time.
Totally. Absolutely.